MLB on real, like live. Okay, you see the board. We talking about baseball today, and we're gonna talk about this and that. We got the hats on the board there. We'll start off today talking about what happened last night in Major League Baseball. Looks like the Yankees and well, the Mets scored the most runs. They scored 15 runs. They win the game that they scored 15 in. Well, let's see. What do we got here? We were looking at some things that I mean, they scored like we said, 15 runs, and I think the Yankees they scored 14 runs, and we're looking at the more. Let's see, somebody else. Oh, looks like Boston. They scored 14. So those were the big runs, and a lot of games with a lot of runs scored. A big game though happened late. Well, the game I like because it was the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. I'm talking about Capitals. Yeah, that game. Back and forth. They were. Washington scored 5 runs in the first, and guess what? Arizona scored 5 runs in the ninth to win the game. How did that happen? Let's see. It looks like well, we'll play it for you. We're gonna play it.
Tying runners at first base with 1 out. Winning runs at the plate. It's last year's National League Rookie of the Year, Corbin Carroll. Corbin, fly ball, right field. It's gone. It's gone, and they walk it off. They were down 6-0, and they win it 9-8. His first ever walk-off home run. Wow! It does.
See, Cardinals, you can do it. Arizona comes back, bottom of the ninth inning, down 4 runs, score 5, win the game, 9-8. Okay, so yeah, we want to talk about that. Now we go local. So, excuse me now. So we're going to talk about what happened with the Cardinals. They lose 6-3, and they fall to I think it's 54 and 52. That's only 2 games over 500. Now, what we've been talking about here, we had, hey, they got to start getting on a roll, and the big hitters got to start hitting, and that's not happening still. So now they lost that game. What happened though? Yesterday, the Cardinals were doing some dealing. Okay, they sent out Tommy Edman, and sent him to. I think he's going to end up with the Dodgers. But looking at it, I kind of like the deal now that I found out that in addition to the starting pitching, the pitcher they got, which was Eric Fetty, they got Tommy Pham back. Okay, now I like that. Oops. I like that, and he'll bring a certain flavor to the clubhouse. Well, let's see how that's gonna work out. But I like the fact that he came back because he's a good player and he's intense. So we're gonna see. But just looking at things, hey, the Cardinals, they were 5 games over 500. Now they have fallen back to just 2 games over 500. And the one thing that's always concerning to me is that difference. That how many runs do you score? How many runs you give up? Okay, well, we're looking at the Cardinals. It's minus 51, y'all. It's minus 51. They've given up 51 more runs that they have scored. Okay, so that's bad. So, and with the record, hey, 54, 52, you're not in the playoffs starting right now. But I wanted to kind of talk about the Cardinals and the Padres in the same deal here, because there's a dynamic there with the managers, and I'm looking at the Padres because they have Mike Schill, our former manager that we got rid of. We fired him to make way for the new manager we got now. Well, I was one of the guys that didn't like that. Okay, so as we look at the Padres, though, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at both of their records, and you look at the San Diego Padres, they're 57 and 51. Okay, so if the playoffs started today, I think they might be in there. We'll look. But here's another thing about San Diego, and I like Mike Schill. So they're plus 34 with that difference. You see what I'm saying? They've scored 34 more runs than they've given up. So that's a big edge there. Now what else they did? Now we talked about the Cardinals getting Eric Fetty and Tommy Pham. Who did San Diego get? Well, they got Tanner Scott. Who's Tanner Scott? He's the best left-handed closer in the major leagues. Okay? The best. So they're going for it. Okay? Now they got a top closer to go with, and they got Dylan Cease. He just coming off a no-hitter. So, hey, if I had to pick who's gonna get into the playoffs when you're talking about San Diego and St. Louis, I'm going with San Diego, because let's think of another thing here. Arenado and Goldsmith, they not hitting, and Machado, he's starting to hit, and I think Tatis is coming back. And let's remember one thing about Schill. Remember that year, his last year, when they had to get rolling, and in September, he guided them to win 18 games in a row and got us in the playoffs. But that wasn't good enough for old Mo. He said, we don't see eye to eye, and he let him go. Okay. So, but we're coming back to here today. So, what I'm seeing is this. With the Padres getting that outstanding closer, because they had big problems in the bullpen. That was their Achilles heel. But they fixed that with this great Tanner. This guy is great. Okay? Tanner Scott. Yeah. A great lefty. I saw him pitch. This guy, you can't even hit the guy. Especially that slider. So as we looking at all this, we looking at San Diego and St. Louis. Who's the best? Who's got the best shot to get into the playoffs? To me, San Diego. Just because of that deal they made to get that closer, Tanner Scott. Okay, so now the Cardinals, they have a great closer with Ryan Helsley. All right, they got the closer. We did talk though about that starting pitching, and Mozeliak, he tried, he got some help. Okay, I'll give him some credit for this one. I don't give him credit for nothing else. All right, he made a good deal. Okay, all right. So now with Fetty, but as you look at the other ones, Lynn, Gibson, and who else? Palante, whatever. And Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray is supposed to be the ace. We'll see. He faltered a little bit, But those old Gibson and Lynn, we're talking about how good they're going to. Let's see. This is August. Let's see what they do. I think they're going to fall back. Especially those Gibson and Lynn. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. So we'll see. But as we talk about the Cardinals, I still have a problem with that minus 51. Okay, and they're not playing well. Their last 10 games, 4-6 and all that. So as I look ahead, I can't see them on that big streak. I might see that with San Diego though, right? Remember? Because they got the manager that did that. Okay. Well, this manager, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna probably be out of a job. So we wanted to talk about what we saw last night and what we see about the playoff possibilities for the Cardinals. Because we want to get in the playoffs. We always want to do that. But as we look, now they did try to get to improve the pitching, but we're going to see how that works out, because those other older pitchers, as it gets hot, they might lose a little steam. So we want to see. So and the middle relief, so. You got a great closer. You got to get there though. So and with as we close, the offense, it still centers around Goldsmith and Arenado. And this is what I want to talk about. Again, I'm looking at the lineup last night, and Momo, he's got Goldsmith hitting 7. Really? I mean, I know the guy's not doing what he usually do, but you can't put him down there, because he might be starting. I think some people were saying I saw him hit a ball pretty good the other night, so I think he might be coming around. You can't put Momo, what are you doing? And you got Brandon Dolliman hitting cleanup. Just don't make sense to me, y'all. I don't know. If what do you rank Ali Momo? C. No. C minus. C minus. You can't, he's messing up the lineup. I had a friend of mine say, hey, you can't predict who this guy's gonna put in the lineup and where. So he's got to get that straight, and get your lineup right, Momo. I think I'm gonna start calling him Ali, because his last name. Okay, Ali, get your lineup right, and try to get Goldsmith and Arenado to get them going. A good manager could do something. They were hitting when Schilt was here. I'll say that though. So, I'm about done for the day. Oh wow! Wait a minute. No, we just got some breaking news. Jack Flaherty. Okay, we all remember him, right? The Cardinals. He was here. Guess who got him now? The Dodgers. That's a hell of a young right-hander. And you saw them the strikeouts this year. Boy, he's been pitching good. The Dodgers, man. All right, we just got that news. So we were gonna go off the air, but we just got to that news. And when you look at now you put Jack Flaherty with Glasnow, okay, and then going with the Kershaw's coming back. I'm talking about the Dodgers, and next year Ohtani's gonna be pitching. Wow, boy. Okay, now so it looks like the Dodgers again. They always trying to improve. They just improved a great deal with that, getting Jack, Flaherty. Okay, so we're about ready to go, but I was getting ready to go, but as usual, something else popped up. This is Real Life Live, and this is Major League Baseball, and we'll be following the Cardinals again as they play tonight. All right, so we'll see you next time.